Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another District Gooner Pod. It's your two favorite DC Gooners.
Howdy, we're coming at you from the lab. It's KP and Steven. What is this, episode 58?
58, dude.
Another one in the off season coming at you from the bench. It's hump day. Hitting you in the evening, so you probably catch this one on a Thursday. Feeling good. How's it going, KP?
Good, dude. Everything's good. This morning, 6:30 a.m. Crushed a little 7-mile cycle sesh, dude.
Uh-oh.
Out here, bro. 5-minute miles.
So the bike's getting some good use, huh?
Yeah, dude. Just gotta, run these tires down, dude. Gonna run them down. Gonna need a tire change right around the corner. You know what I've really enjoyed lately, dude? Track and field started for the Olympics.
Hype. This been hype.
That's what I consider Olympics, dude.
Yeah, I know. Swimming's all right. It's a good way to start it, but after a while, it's very repetitive. They get the mixed. The back. It's they just change the length of it. But track, that's a whole different animal, bro. The fastest man, the fastest woman in the world. Woo! Give you goosebumps, bro.
The races have been so fun, dude. Did you see Netherlands in that long race?
Yeah, Femke Bol, the one she came back.
So talented.
That was crazy.
Dude.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That was great. I watched some disc throwing. That was cool. I love those little games, dude. US actually did really well. The women from US got the gold medal. I think we're leading the gold medal count.
Yeah, after swimming, I think we were doing all right, but track, we really picked it up. I think as of yesterday, we were like 2 up on China. I think the count was like 24-22, so they're doing well. But man, I know I watched the 1500, we won it out of nowhere. That was crazy. That was a good one. The 100, of course. Now the 200 women's we won, and the 200 men's. I think that dude Noah Lyles, give him a shout out. I think he's gonna put him away too.
He's been crushing it on the commercials, dude. They are funny, man. They are funny. Let's see. I'm probably gonna go an hour, to be honest with you, on this beat. Maybe an hour and a half. We are going to spend the second half of the pod going over, or looking ahead actually, to Arsenal's upcoming Premier League fixture list. So try to make some predictions and look at the schedule. But before that, let's chat about some of the action we saw today. The lineup came out. Calafiori, Timber, again, not in the squad, dude. Mikel Arteta just got the fan base simping over this Italian, dude, just teasing the entire fan base.
Oh, that's funny. He's too pretty, man. It was cool. I only watched the highlights, to be honest with you. I didn't catch the match. I mean, I think you could only stream it here if you went to Arsenal website or something, like how to create an account. I ain't about that, so I'll catch the highlights later. But the goals were good. That's what I really saw.
Yeah, I went on Arsenal.com. They said it's only on Arsenal TV, and you had to sign up for like £6.99. It wasn't even in dollars, so I didn't really trust the website. No. I backed out immediately. I was like, "See you later." Caught a little bit of the stream on YouTube, and then little black box came on. So it's like, all right, but at least I got to see the 2 first goals before the stream cut off, so which was really nice. I mean, Zinchenko changed his number from 35 to 17. Just talked about the change of numbers on last pod, and I was thinking he was speaking so passionately about the number and what it means to him for Ukraine, and I was really thinking it'd be nice if the club maybe considers proposal of donating all the shirt sales from the number 17 to Ukraine.
A little marketing action, okay.
Would be kind of fun, Come on, Zinni. Put your money where your mouth is.
That is hype. I hope he gets some confidence from it, man. Let's talk about that Liverpool game. Not great from anybody. There's not really much to talk about except that it wasn't great for anybody. We watched that one. Not great. Zinchenko was like, he's looking like a man out, right? He's looking like he's not going to be a part of the squad. But that goal, I mean, that's what you want to see from him in the attacking third. Trossard hit the little feint on it, and it was a good finish. So Zinchenko, get your little minutes in, and hopefully you can make big things happen.
Dude, we'll have to see, man. Since he did change to 17 because it's also the number he wears for Ukraine, and he plays in the midfield a little bit more for Ukraine. So it does beg the question, does the number change also come with a little bit of a position change going into the new season? Because 6 defenders, I mean, he's definitely not leaving this summer with the number change, right? So, I mean, that would be crazy.
I would like to say if that was true, we would have seen it by now. I think that's my thought process on it. To me, why not give him a shot when we're up in a game or something? Zinchenko, he's a captain type play. He's a leader. I think he's good at directing folks. I could have seen him popping into the left 8 position potentially, like just to see out a game when we're up. It never happened. So I don't think we're ever going to see it happen, man. Talk about Arteta being the way he is, Calafiori, Timber on the bench, he about that life, bro.
That's true. And I mean, it's hard. It's hard when there's King Kai, dude. At that left 8 even. People were freaking out for the Liverpool game when that lineup came out. The Marino stuff has kind of stalled, and you could see we're still just kind of testing out. Like, this is still there, right? We can still go back to this. And I'm just curious, 2 assists and a goal today, playing left 8. Are those people now apologizing? Are these the same people who were saying war signing of the season? Please, allow it, right? Is that what they say?
I don't know.
That one was for some of our UK listeners. I don't know. Maybe don't know.
I don't know about that, chatter. Hey, I'm with whatever this manager wants to put out there. It's really not up to Kai, in my opinion. I think Kai's going to do what he's going to do. It's up to whoever's going to play. If he's going to play at the left 8, who's going to play at the 9? And if he's playing at the 9, who's going to play at the left 8 and the 6? Like, that's the question. Kai's starting, right? He's going to be on the field. Now, the players around him, who's going to step up? I hope Jesus. He's looked good this preseason. Well, throw out the Liverpool game. Throw it out, because nobody looked good except Kai, because he scored. No, I'm just kidding. But throw that one out. He looks good. He scored today. Jesus did. Driving forward. I'm hoping he's back on his stuff, man. From the injury, had surgery, had plenty of time to heal. I'm hoping he's back on his BS.
It was nice that he scored. The goal was from outside the box.
Yeah.
Jesus shot from outside the box. That's a trophy case kind of photo that he's gonna put up, man. It's been nice, yeah. Like you say, he looks nimble. It's good that he has the confidence to take that shot. So it did look kind of, maybe the goalkeeper should have or could have saved it.
Yeah.
I was a little caught off guard by how it went in, but it didn't rattle the back of the net, right?
I think the dive, maybe it got a deflection. I don't know. I mean, I'm only catching a simple highlight, but I'm happy for him. I think there's moments like this, even going back to Zinchenko, it just helps you as a player, seeing the ball go in, right? And having that action to score. Like, it's not like it was just a tap in, like he created that himself. It was a forward action. So I think in his own mind, that's probably, I did something, I'm helping the team. It was coming outside from the left wing, bro, where he was at. I think he should be playing wing as well this season. So I'm happy for him, but it doesn't matter because Kai's scoring another goal. He's going to be on the field. He's taking up those central positions. I'm liking it.
Yeah, dude. And your guy, Leo was involved in a goal today.
Leonardo,
dude. He was up for it. Reminded us of what he's capable of out on the left wing. Maybe trying to calm my nerves about my request for a winger. But on the other side, there he was again. Fabio Vieira getting a run out on the wing, dude. Ethan came on second half, playing right center mid. Fabio, he wasn't involved in any of the goals. It's rare when you score 4 goals and one of your wingers is just not involved in any of them.
Poor Fabio. I didn't watch the game, but we obviously all see the social discourse. Nobody's vibing with this guy right now. Nobody's got the love for him. Nobody sees it happening. I think the general consensus is we all see the player. He's got technical ability. I think everybody can see that. It's the physical part of his game just isn't there. Is he fast enough? If you're going to be small, you got to be faster than everybody, aka say like Doku. He's not. Well, if you're not going to be faster than people, then you got to be stronger. Are you strong? No, he's not. So it's like, so then is your technical ability better than it? No, Odegaard's better than you, bro. Like, right? He got that. He got the sauce. So it's tough fitting for him right now. It
is. And we'll see. Saka came on. Rice also played in the second half. I didn't watch any of the second half. I'm with you. I just saw it saw the stats, and it was nice that, they're ready to go. Already back at it. And I'll tell you what, man, it was Declan Rice and TP5 in the middle to see that game out. And the more and more we get closer, now it's next weekend, dude. Next weekend it all starts.
Big time things. We're going to hit the schedule, but we have to come out hot to start the season. I mean, the wheels got to be turning now. Like, we're getting on the freeway. We're merging. It's happening. We got to hit 75 like now. That's miles per hour, not kilometers.
That's funny, dude.
It's tough going. I don't know if Rice is going to start, to be honest. I'd like to know. Like, so he just got first preseason game, didn't start it, got minutes. I'd like to know, like, what his fitness level is, how much it dropped off from the Euros to now. It's kind of an interesting, even Bakayo's been with us a little longer. I think he might be ready to go. But Arteta's probably knocking at the door there every morning, like, hey guys, how's it going? Eat your veggies and be ready for first game. It's happening.
Yeah, massage it too. Massage it too. So I hear you, dude. On the game, I guess the cool thing was, after a poor performance against Liverpool in America, following some of the hype around the signing and maybe some distractions, etc., to go back home and put on this performance against a team that was undefeated last season. These are your champions, Bundesliga. So good bounce back. It's exciting because I think the first game of the season will also be the home opener. So that's good that the home field atmosphere was buzzing for a match like this. And it was also nice. I did see Granit Xhaka got a standing ovation, and fun to see him back out on the Emirates pitch, dude.
You know what? And what's real funny to me, he had a great last season. He went out on such a high, but I think we forget why he was in the mud for a while. All the bad things that happened with him. Guess what? He passed it right to, who was it? Was it the Kai goal? Who got the tap in where Xhaka passed it directly to him?
Oh,
it was Kai. It was the Kai goal.
Really?
I was like, oh, there's my Granite. That's the Granite I remember at the Emirates circa 2020. I remember this guy.
Dude, that's funny. I'll have to go back and watch the goal. I did hear them say, what a poacher's goal. So, I mean, King Kai, dude, how many masks can he wear? Honestly, it's insane. Anything else you want to shout out about the game or just the preseason matches? Obviously, the next one will be on Sunday, I think, and it's on Arsenal TV again.
Who is it?
I think it's a French team. Yeah, it's Lyon. So Lacazette should... Well, no, actually, because Laka is at the Olympics, which we forgot to give this a shout out to.
We have to give it a shout out. We're giving the Olympic talk. Gold medal matches. So for women's, U.S. versus Brazil. So Emily Fox, she did get hurt. I watched one of the games. I think it was the quarterfinal. She got hurt.
No.
I don't know if she's playing or not. Hope so. She's been playing really well. And then the men's final, France manager Thierry Henry playing Spain. So I think Spain's going to try to do I guess, can we call it a double in the summer since they won the Euro? But shout out to Thierry for getting his squad to the final.
Yeah, Spain is definitely setting the tone. So it is nice that they're playing France in the final. And good shout out, dude. I saw a lot of highlights post-match after they had defeated Argentina.
Yeah.
There was some big body action going on in that match, dude.
That was fun. We had that talk about I guess Argentina, after winning the Copa, putting France's name in their mouth. It was remembered, even though none of these players were involved. It's the under 21s, but Laka was getting in the mix, which I liked. So yeah, put some respect on our name, boy, in our country too. So good for France.
That was good for France, and you can always count on Laka to be in there.
In the mix.
He's always in the mix, bro. So we'll see. I'm excited for those matches. Hopefully the U.S. can bring home the gold, and hopefully France. I'm rooting for France. I think, why not?
I'm going for France for sure. Just for that man and Laka. Like just for Laka's sake. I'm a fan of Laka.
It would be cool for Laka. All right, I don't even remember what we were talking about that got us into that chat. So let's just get into transfer chat.
Yeah, we're done with the preseason.
I did see Smith Rowe is wearing number 32 for Fulham, which I appreciated, and he scored in his first appearance in their preseason match. He subbed on at halftime, I think, 45th minute, and scored in the 52nd minute. Iwobi was celebrating super hard with him. Just a little bit of Hail End boys, having a little chat.
I saw the video where Iwobi and Leno both came and said what's up to Smith Rowe in the training room, I think when he was getting his medical done.
Uh-huh.
I like that. I'm sure Smith Rowe, he appreciates that. Welcome faces into the team, 2 prominent players on their squad. That's very cool. But going back to Smith Rowe changing his number, is the number 10 cursed at Arsenal? Like, I'm thinking like Wilshere. Now you got Smith Rowe. Like, we're talking about who to give the 10 to. Should we just not give it to anybody? Retire it? Say we don't want to ruin anybody's career.
I mean, don't retire it. But I mean, Ozil had a good run in the 10, but also the way it ended
terribly. Yeah.
Not great. I'm trying to think. I mean, Van Persie was wearing 10.
Didn't end well.
Yeah, something's up with the 10, dude. What? Give it a rest. For sure, give it a rest.
Let it cool down. But that was a hot goal, man, from Smith Rowe. Like, when you watch that, it's like, that's him.
I haven't seen him score a header, ever.
That's such a him goal. That one touch pass he puts out wide, makes his little run into the box, kind of just, I guess, unnoticeable by the defenders, but you watch him, clean. And he put his head on the line for that.
He did. It was a good header.
That's a brave to put his head in there. He wants it. So I think Fulham got themselves a player, man.
Absolutely, dude. Absolutely. And on the other hand, dude, I don't know what Edu is cooking, because it's been pretty quiet on the Arsenal side in general, since the fan base basically had signed Marino. And now this week, everyone's like, hey guys, actually the clubs need to come together and decide if it's happening or not. So it's interesting, because I've also seen chatter of maybe Marino stays because Liverpool have come in for Zubimendi. So is Sociedad going to lose 2 of their starting center mids in a summer? Mm-hmm. That's tough.
That is tough. It is. I don't think this has gone the way they intended.
Say more.
I'm talking about from an Arsenal perspective, Edu, Mikel. I think the intention was always to get people in early. I think that's the mindset. The Euros didn't allow that. But so Sesko was the first one. That didn't happen. Got in Calafiori. Nice. That did take longer than expected.
That took a full month, dude.
That took longer than expected. Now to get your guys out, Smith Rowe's the only one. I think the Eddie, Reese. I really think I assume they thought that was going to happen for everybody. Didn't. So now we both wanted 3, 4, 5 players to come in. Nobody's really left. We brought in one. I hope we bring in a second. If it's Marino, if it's somebody else, I'd love a center mid, but I don't think this went to plan.
Something's going on. Are they looking at other options? Is there a bit of doubt creeping in that 28-year-old center mid? Is there something with that profile? Maybe. Because it's like, you've seen King Kai play, dude. And we have Declan. So maybe there is some conversations of, should we just wait another year and get a 24-year-old, 23-year-old? Or is how big of a necessity is this change? Maybe.
I think that's, from our perspective, easy to say. But to me, that they've got something on a whiteboard somewhere of like 23-year-olds that we're looking at, 22-year-olds. They probably have already marked out players. Contract, where they at in their contracts. I think obviously in our minds it's simple because we're fans, but I'm sure there's a whole strategy involved with this. Complex. Zubimendi, I mean, we tried to get him twice, I think, right?
Yeah.
Last summer and the winter. Didn't happen. I don't know if another team's... It's Liverpool sounds like the team that's really pushing for it.
Yep.
It's like, Liverpool got pull. Like, they're one of those teams that really have pull.
And I'm starting to get a little worried about Liverpool.
Yeah,
to be honest with you, dude. No, to be honest with you, dude. Like, I think they are a perfect dark horse for this season, the way it's shaping up in the media, at least. You know, the media, I think, is going to pick Arsenal as the favorites. Oh, they'll probably pick City. Maybe they'll just try to do like this 2-horse race. But I worry that Liverpool is just going to be that sneaker role. Kind of like where Arsenal were 2 years ago.
Yeah.
That's the vibe I'm getting from them. I mean, their front line is still stacked, dude. If they do add some good ammo to the midfield, watch out. I'm watching out for them, dude.
They'll be solid. They finished third last season, right? They're in it, and they held it for a long time before they ran out of steam. Yeah,
and it just doesn't feel like they're going to have a big managerial transition period.
I think they're going to be solid. They're going to be a good team. They have a way to play. Their energy. They play at Anfield. They're going to be backing them. They'll have a great season. But Zubimendi, like, I just could see that happening for some reason. Like, versus us, I know we've talked about, like, maybe we have pull now because we got Calafiori. He shut down Juventus. But Liverpool's another level. Like, players want to join them because it's this historical thing. I could see Zubimendi, like, his head being turned, basically, by them.
Yeah, who knows? And Thiago was there. Maybe there's some Spanish connections, you know, things being worked in the background. I don't know. We'll see. It would obviously it would suck if we end up with neither, which it's starting to feel like we might.
Is there anyone else that you've seen? I haven't seen a lick.
Rumors?
Yeah. I love grasping at straws, but I haven't seen anything.
Yeah, it's been hard. I saw something about a Morgan Gibbs-White or a João Pedro being thrown around, but I don't have a source or anything. I think it's a total rumor. So
Fab, wake up, bro. Where you at?
Yeah, Fab announced today, I think, that Karl Heinz got a loan move to a Spanish side. So I think you were really calling for that. That's exciting.
I'm happy for him. I think preseason I gave him a big shout out last time. Play you've never seen play. Like, he looked decent. He looked like he could do something. It sounded like there was 2 options. I think it was Charlton, and he went to Real something. I don't know the name. Started with the V, I think. But like, I'd prefer him go out of the country and have a go at it. See if he can win the spot. So good for Karl Heinz. Eddie Nketiah news is cooled down. You seen that one too?
Oh my gosh, dude. Let's get into Eddie really quickly. Just before that, David Ornstein on the timeline, dude. He's saying Real Sociedad expect Martin Zubimendi to accept move to Liverpool.
Wow. Yep.
Club would still need to agree to the fee unless LFC decide to trigger a 60 million euros release clause. So
I bet Mikel's sick. I bet he is sick.
He has to be, right?
He's tried a couple times. Of all the schmoozing that guy does, being able to pull big names, right? The players, I talked to him one time, like, yeah, this is the project for me. This Zubimendi guy, he didn't bite at all.
No, twice he went to the whale. The well? The well.
The well.
Yeah. The well. Twice, dude. Twice. On Eddie, dude, I mean, dude, there was news that Marseille continued to consider it, but they had a bid of £23 million rejected by Arsenal. So that's like, it's kind of madness from Edu.
I thought it was 27.
27 euros.
Okay.
So I think it translates to £23.
Gotcha.
I think they want 30 pounds for him. That's their value of the player. And they're sticking by their gun, dude. I think maybe they're waiting to see how some of these other Premier League links work out.
What do you think? Give me your opinion.
I think Eddie's going to be with us, dude.
And how do you feel about that?
I feel like he can put in his shifts out on the wing. Like I
said. We're going to revert back to that.
What can I do, Eddie?
No.
I mean, dude, I hope it works out, dude. I hope there's a move for him this summer because it's tough, man. It's really, and he hasn't played this last game. He didn't play, I don't think. The game before, I think he hasn't been starting at least. And I was reflecting on it. It's like we're rejecting this bid, and at the same time, it's like he played the first 3 games of the preseason. He played all 3 games in America. He didn't come close to scoring. He had like maybe 1 or 2 half chances, 1 or 2 when the ball just had no power on it. So like that doesn't help. That doesn't help any party involved. That doesn't help.
It does not. I'll be a little bit salty if it doesn't go through, to be honest. Now we can jump to the season. He's on our team. How do I feel? I'll support him because that's what we do. That's what we do, right? Man. Blind support. But I'll be a little salty if you tell me they offered us the 27 million euros. I think I said when this was mentioned, we talked about this a couple weeks ago. I said I would bite your hand off for that. And I still believe that. I would bite your hand off for that. We had beginning of the summer, we're talking about how much you were just playing the quick game.
The rapid fire
Eddie, and I was probably like 10. I was like, I threw out I just don't see it from him.
It was a low number just because I checked you on it too, and I think I said what I said.
Yeah. The fact that no other teams are really involved, you don't see anything. Beginning of the summer, Palace might be interested. I think there was another Premier League club.
West Ham has been mentioned.
Yeah, nothing. There's just been nothing about him. Forwards, I've seen some strikers moving.
Yeah,
right?
Dude.
Fulkrug to West Ham. That's kind of cool. But like, forwards are moving, and it's not Eddie. And if you tell me they offered us that amount, and you're trying to hold steadfast to then make him sit on the bench all year, I'll be a little salty about it.
A little bit feels like, well, something didn't go right here. And maybe this moment is what you reflect on. Because I hope a move opens up. I heard today that, I think Fab put it out, that Solanke, a player who you know, I kind of admire a little bit this summer. I have been. But he might be on his way to Tottenham. And, that means the striker position becomes open for Bournemouth. Is that a place for Eddie? Ivan Toney still in the news every now and then. Will a move happen for Brentford to come in? Possible. Palace? Still don't know. Palace today said, I think, that they're willing to let their goalkeeper go, Sam Johnston. Mm-hmm. So goalkeeper position's also open.
Aaron. Call Aaron.
Maybe give him Aaron and... Aaron, I come knocking, dude, and I say, you need a goalkeeper. I got Aaron Ramsdale and 10 million pounds. Give us Eze.
Ooh.
What do you say?
That's mad. Of course I say yes, but that's
I'm not running Crystal Palace,
And I'd say yes, I'll bite your hand off. I'd say yeah. That's that's some FIFA stuff.
How much do you think, in addition to Ramsdale, would be worth for a swap deal for Eze?
Well, let's just hypothetical for Eze. I'm guessing they'd want at least like 60. That's what I think.
Wow, I was kind of banking on 40.
I just for his age, I think they'd probably be looking at least 60.
You're probably right.
So then Ramsdale, what do you put him at? 25?
I think that's good. I think that's fair.
So an additional 35 for Eze. I'd say Ramsdale plus the 35. Something like that. That's a lot. It's still a lot.
Ramsdale plus 30, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. That's probably never going to happen. Obviously. So I don't even know why I'm daydreaming like that. Yeah, but you're right, dude. Forwards are moving. Yeah, Atletico have been just running riot in the market. They got Julian Alvarez from City little bit of links were coming out early on about Arsenal potentially as a destination. I didn't think it was ever going to happen.
They wouldn't sell to us.
Not anymore.
No shot. What do you think about the price on that one? I kind of raised my eyebrows a bit. So 70 million guaranteed with the 25 add-on, I believe is what it came out to. I want to say that's euros. I don't want to. You can fact check me if you want. That's a lot for Julian Alvarez, in my opinion.
It is. I mean, he's been a part of a treble-winning side, so you can see the position of strength that they would be negotiating from. That's the thing, man. You know, with Eddie, you put those side by side, and you think about your negotiation position, lopsided.
Yeah.
So, I'm not. I mean, Atleti have a bit of a history of moves like this. You know, they got João Felix for like 100 million. That was kind of wild, and he was less proven and still is than Alvarez. So it's interesting that he's taking this reverse Aguero route, you know, because he's also Argentinian, also likes to wear number 10. So I'm kind of seeing a little bit of parallel there.
Yeah.
Atleti, but you know he's gonna be a player, bro. Atleti don't miss on forwards, bro.
That is a great fit. It's the perfect fit for him. Atleti, like the way he plays, the kind of the ferocity I feel like he plays with, and the endurance, like he just seems like he's such a physical presence there. It's perfect. Like Griezmann, like I could see him being that. Griezmann's on his way out. He could be a perfect fill-in. Is he as good as Griezmann? I would probably say no, but he could kind of be on that level. He is no. This is a guy I think what's sad about when we talk about these things. You just threw out the Eddie thing. That's such a great example. Our second striker at the beginning of last season was Eddie Nketiah. Their second striker is Julian Alvarez.
Yeah,
that is absolutely two different worlds. We're playing on two different planets, basically. That's crazy. And this man, I mean, Julian Alvarez won the Copa, got into that Argentina team, starter. Like he's a player.
Absolutely, dude. Absolutely, he is. And I mean, I guess I'm happy that he's leaving and he's headed to La Liga. And best wishes to him. Maybe we'll see you again in the Champions League, I'm sure. I'm keeping an eye on Atleti for Champions League, dude.
Oh, no.
They're building a little something, dude. I mean, Conor Gallagher, that's another perfect Atleti player.
Yeah.
That dude's going to run to the ground under Simeone, bro.
That fits the system. And the way they pulled him too, I think Simeone, that's such a great, the way Simeone was like, I want you. You're my player. You're my kind of player. And I feel Gallagher, after not being wanted by Chelsea, he's like, I'll do anything for you.
Absolutely. And they signed the Spanish center back, Lenormand. So they're building the spine check. So good for them. Hopefully we can see some business like that too. Because, right now it's just Raya and Calafiori. And I think the supporters are starting to become a little restless. Especially because we haven't seen Calafiori. That doesn't help either. You're not like taking our mind off of it.
I don't know about that.
No?
No, I don't think it's that big of a deal. I mean, we signed him before the last preseason. It just took a long time to get him. He signed just before the last American preseason game. And then he didn't play this one. I don't think it's a big deal.
Oh, you're talking about him specifically. I thought you were talking about the fan base becoming restless.
Yeah, like to me, like it's not a big deal. Like as a fan, you should have a brain in your noggin to be like, it's not that big of a deal. If he doesn't play this Sunday, 100% rattle the cages. What are we doing? But I don't think it's that big of a deal yet.
What about with the transfers?
No, that one you can get restless about. I don't think it's gone to plan. We expected. I mean, even the rumors have been pretty quiet all summer, right?
Yeah, and Nelson. Also, I haven't heard any interest, really. Right? Besides the Leicester and West Ham that we've mentioned. All of this kind of started to get quiet when a couple of articles came out that Nottingham Forest are considering making their owner is considering making Edu his director of like all club operations. I guess this guy owns a bunch of different clubs in a bunch of different countries and wants to put Edu in charge of all of them. A little bit of distraction going on. I don't know what's going on. It's a big job. I can see how it would maybe make someone's head turn, but I hope you're still focused, Edu. We love you.
I haven't heard of that, so breaking news here. DGP.
Not an exclusive. Not an exclusive.
So I haven't heard of that. I would hope not, and I don't think that's the case. It's just, man, I'm having a hard time like putting it into, I guess, getting my head around like what was I'm assuming there was a plan going into this, and what didn't go right. You can't tell me. I can't imagine. All right, we got Marino, Calafiore, Sesko. Boom, that's our 3. I don't think that was the plan, because for how long this has taken, I just don't think that's the truth.
That's interesting. You named those 3 players as our kind of top targets and in the positions they are. So, yeah. And look, to give them credit, it has happened in the past, and they've had good plan Bs. They've had good plan Cs.
Yes.
There's still the trust there. Can't get ahead of our skis. Don't want to start an avalanche. So we'll see. We'll see how it plays out. I hear you though, man.
So to your point, I think we have a shot here before the season starts. We've seen late transfers come in and be big for us. So I mean, trust the process. I mean, that's been a reigning theme through this Arteta reign. Trust the process.
That's the motto, dude. So let me ask you this. Before we get into the fixture list, if you were to make a prediction right now, because I think the transfer window closes on August 30th, will Arsenal make a deadline day signing this year?
Oof. I'll go ahead and say in another way, yes, we're going to sign one more player, whether that's deadline day or not. I'm saying as of August 7th, we will sign one more player. When that happens, I don't know, but we will sign one more.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like maybe the last deadline day we were a little quiet.
Yeah, we were.
The one before, we got Tommy on deadline day. So I wouldn't be surprised. I think I'm going to take the over.
Let's go. One. Okay. Yeah. I love a deadline day transfer, though.
It is fun. It is fun, dude. All right, let's take a little break and then chat about the fixture list. Welcome back. Hope you enjoyed that hold music. We're now going to look ahead to the upcoming season and the fixture list. It's looking like a tough start, dude. Speaking of not signing any transfers and where we are and everything's going to start next weekend. I mean, if we do sign a new transfer, the way Calafiore's been treated, he's not playing on the season opener, dude.
Yeah, they'll be thrown straight into the fire. It seems like just the initial look at this, we just ran through this real quick. It's clumps. It's like clumps of games where there's 4 in a row, 3 in a row that are just tough. Real tough games. And then you have a lull. And then back to it. 3, 4 games in a row that are just tough. The start of the season is hot, man. And I'm seeing 5 there. I think you called out the first 6, but the first 5 games are tough. Wolves is the easy one. First game of the season at home. We know the Emirates is going to be there, right? Emirates is buzzing.
I'm excited for the home opener to be lined up with a season opener. I like our odds a lot more. Just maybe I have a little bit of recency bias, or some might call it even PTSD.
But after that, tough sledding away at Villa. That's a revenge game for us. Right?
That is a revenge game, dude.
Une. Home versus Brighton. Away at Tottenham. Away at City. And we just touch in the middle of September, man. Damn.
That is tough, dude. There will be an international break at the end of August after those first 3 games. So there will be a 2-week period where players are gone. But right after, coming right back from an international break, and we're at a stage now where our players go on international duty. So to come back and then have the North London Derby right after that, away. I mean, that's as big of a trap as I've seen in my life.
That's tough. Both away. Tottenham, City, though and Villa. 3 away games to start the season. 3 in the first 5 that are just tough. It just makes me think, the potential of losing points, what we ended up last season with, what we know is required to win. And I'm always been when thinking about, because as a fan of teams, and none of my teams as being an Arizona boy, having tough sledding, I'm always a glass half empty kind of a person as a fan. And like that, to me, those first 5 games is like, that's tough, bro. It's tough.
It's tough, but I mean...
But look, if anyone can do it, it's us.
If anyone can go on, what was it? What did we say on the pod? 10 games in a row.
That's facts. That is fact.
Don't be surprised, dude. And look, you might as well get the tests out of the way early at the same time. And we'll see. It'll be a tough start, but it's not the end of the world. I do worry a little bit hearing your perspective that given how high the stakes are now, and if we do drop points to and it's Arsenal, right? So maybe the Northern Derby and the Man City game away are fine, but maybe actually the Wolves home game, points get dropped. Wow. I feel like the shock that would have on the mindset of everyone would be, that just makes every game so much bigger already. And it just starts to, in a way, psychologically, we're already behind Manchester City. That's how they fucking beat you, dude.
Yeah. No, that's facts, man. That is 100% the truth, because the level you have to keep up with. So the year we came second, 2 years ago we came second. We're kind of happy to be there, but we were first a majority of that season. They had games on hand on us and ended up blowing us away. Last season was tough. We grinded. Having these tough runs, we did well. Then you have your easy run in December where we ended up dropping all of the points, ended up second. And then you see a run like this. You just got to hope for the best, right? I mean, the season hasn't even started. I think we're going to be right up there again this season. I mean, I'll call that right now. We're going to be up there. It's tough sledding straight out the gates.
Yeah, it hasn't even started. And
the standards, man. Yeah, the standards.
And you're sweating, dropping points. And then there's the manager saying we need 114 points to win.
Yeah.
to win the title, right? So it's like the range and the margins, dude. Margins. The duels, dude. It's just, So we'll see. What is super exciting, after that Man City away game, Leicester at home to finish September. As we head into October, kind of an easier start with the Southampton and the Bournemouth, but there is an international break in between those. And then, dude, October to kick off into November, talking about these clusters, man. Liverpool to finish October, and then to start November, Newcastle, Chelsea, back-to-back. So, and there's no international break, dude. So it's Liverpool, Newcastle, Chelsea. Those are tough 3 games, man. And away, both to Newcastle and Chelsea.
And I will say the difference to last season, I feel like the away games were tough to end the season, the second half. The fact that we're going to have home games against Villa, Tottenham, City, strike that, Newcastle and Chelsea. That's hype.
That's a really good shot, dude.
Yeah, that's a good thing. Last season was tough when you looked at it. We're kind of neck and neck with City, and then we see all these away matches. You're going to drop points in the season. Like, that's just a reality. It's going to happen. Everybody's going to drop points. But when you see the home games, your home stretch, when the legs are gone and you're just playing to win that 1-0 game, playing dirty ball, that's when you want to be at home with the fans behind you.
Yeah, and it's not like that for us again in December, because after we finish up with Chelsea away in the middle of September, there's an international break. After that international break, in November, after that November international break, it's Forest, West Ham, United, Fulham, Everton, Palace, Ipswich Town, and Brentford. And I mean, that's like 7 games, and 4 of them are away. it's all home away in December. That'll be tough to kind of get in the rhythm.
Another redemption, December, just in general. Terrible December last year, cost us the title. So these are all winnable games.
December, yeah.
Yeah, even United at home, we can beat them. We've done it. It's possible. Yeah, I mean, to me, those are all 6 of those December games winnable. But we gotta put the money where your mouth is, right? Show up, show out.
Yeah, gotta show out, dude, because then it's January. You know, it's all just flipped this on the side. I guess what's interesting is February. To start February, we'll have City, but City is sandwiched between Wolves and Leicester. That's kind of nice. At least before City, we don't have to play a big team.
Yeah, that's a good shout. I think so. January, the Tottenham Villa games back to back, 4-day break between those two, which is kind of tough.
Yeah,
but both at home. So again, second half of the season, home games strong. Yeah, City, Leicester, West Ham, Nottingham. And I'm jumping into March. Only 2 games in March. United away and Chelsea. Winnable games. United away, winnable. Chelsea at home, winnable. It just comes in clusters. I guess the only thing I have left to call out is the very end of the season. Do you see anything else in the schedule here?
No, April looks like it'll be a good run to get into. I mean, especially if we're going deep in the Champions League, that's why March, I guess, only has 2 games. I would assume. Yeah. So yeah, that'll be pretty huge. What do you got to shout out about the end of the season?
So the last month of the season, Bournemouth at home, Liverpool away, Newcastle at home, Southampton away. So it's those last 3 really. Liverpool, Newcastle, Southampton. Just bad vibes. Just bad vibes from them, honestly. But then Liverpool, Newcastle, that's a tough end of the season.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I guess we have to win the league by May 3rd. That's how I'm looking at it.
I fear going to Liverpool away versus like City away. Liverpool away to me is just a tougher game.
As a final 3 match?
Yeah.
Yeah. And Newcastle love being spoilers. That's the only thing they're good at. So
Say that. Yes.
I mean, I'm talking facts, bro. I'm talking facts. So yeah. Hey, it's a tough schedule for everyone, man. Could the home and aways be a little bit more favorable? Sure. But I'm excited. I'm excited for it to be next weekend, honestly. I don't think we'll do another pod unless we see transfer news become official. And I'm talking incoming. Otherwise, we might just do a preview pod ahead of Wolves just to try to guess who starts. That's always fun, right? Send some notes to the manager.
We're going to have to give some predictions, ones to watch. Who do we think is going to overachieve, underachieve? I guess we'll have to listen back to to one of our terrible first episodes to see what the chatter was. But yeah, we'll have to give you some preseason predictions.
Yeah, I think they're still terrible, but they're top 10 terrible. So hope you're enjoying the pod. Thanks for spending time with us, as always. And do all the things that we appreciate. Ring the bell, all that jazz. Take care of yourselves. Enjoy the weekend. If you catch the game, hope your blood pressure stays low. And we'll see you on the other side.
Be easy.